What if you couldn't fight hair loss with a potion you mixed up in your own kitchen? The internet is full of claims about natural DHT blockers, ingredients that can supposedly stop hair loss at its hormonal root. But does the science back it up? And more importantly, can you actually make an effective product at home? Today, we're diving deep into the research on 7 powerful natural ingredients. We'll break down what the real science is, and then I'm going to show you step by step how I made my own new hair lotion. Let's see if the natural approach is a genius hack or a total waste of time. First, let's do a super quick science lesson. Androgenetic alopecia, or male and female pattern hair loss, is largely driven by a hormone called DHT. In people who are genetically susceptible, DHT attaches to receptors in the scalp's hair follicles, slowly miniaturizing them until they produce thinner, shorter hairs and eventually stop producing hair altogether. Conventional treatments like finasteride work by powerful blocking D5 alpha reductase enzyme that creates DHT. The natural approach aims to do something similar but more gently. So, let's meet the players. I have put together a table to summarize the scientific evidence for each ingredient. As you can see, the evidence is strong for some, like saw palmetto and pumpkin seed oil, and more theoretical for others. This is a crucial point to understand before we start mixing. Right, let's get into the recipe. A major challenge with dye hair lotions is getting the active compounds from the surface into your scalp. They aren't very water soluble, so a simple water-based tea won't be effective. That's why we are using a multi-step extraction process with alcohol and oil. Okay, for the alcohol tincture, that means to extract reishi, licorice, nettle and pygeum, we use 1 part reishi mushroom powdered, 1 part licorice root powdered, 1 part nettle root powdered, and 1 part pygeum bark. It's also powdered. High proof alcohol is used. Example, vodka or something else. For the oil infusion, to extract green tea and saw palmetto, we use 2 tablespoons of green tea leaves or matcha powder, 1 tablespoon of saw palmetto powdered, and half cup of pumpkin seed oil as your carrier oil. Additional ingredients: aloe vera gel, 1/4 cup of for texture and soothing. Optional: a few drops of rosemary essential oil for preservation and scalp circulation. Now let's see each step one by one. Step 1. Create the herbal tincture. In a glass of jar, combine your powdered reishi, licorice, nettle, and pygeum. Pour enough alcohol over them to cover by about an inch. Seal the jar, shake it well, and store it in a cool, dark place for up to 6 weeks. Shake it every few days. This slowly pulls the beneficial compounds out of the herbs. Step 2. Create the oil infusion. Now for the oil-soluble ingredients, gently heat the pumpkin seeds oil in a double boiler. You don't want it too hot, just warm, and add the green tea leaf and saw palmetto powder. Let it steep on every low heat for 1 up to 2 hours, stirring occasionally. Then turn off the heat and let it cool completely before straining through a cheesecloth. Step 3. The final mix. Now for the final assembly. In a cream bottle, combine 2 tablespoons of your finished herbal tincture, 4 tablespoons of your infused pumpkin seed oil, and 1/4 cup of aloe vera gel. If you are using rosemary essential oil, add a few drops now. And that is it. You now have your dye DHT blocking hair lotion. Store it in the refrigerator and use it within a couple of weeks. Step 2. Create the oil infusion. Now for the oil soluble ingredients, gently heat the pumpkin seed oil in a double boiler. You don't want it too hot, just warm. Add the green tea leaves and soap tomato powder. Let it steep on very low heat for 1 to 2 hours, stirring occasionally. Then turn off the heat and let it cook completely before straining through a cheesecloth. Step 3. The final mix. Now for the final assembly. In a clean bottle, combine 2 tablespoons of your finished herbal tincture, 4 tablespoons of your infused pumpkin seed oil, and quarter cup of aloe vera gel. If you are using rosemary essential oil, add a few drops now. And that's it. You now have your DHT blocking hair lotion. Store it in the refrigerator and use it within a couple of weeks. Before you even think about making this, you need to hear this disclaimer. I'm not a doctor or a dermatologist. This is an educational experiment, not medical advice. Patch test is mandatory. Before putting this all over your scalp, apply a small amount to your inner arm and wait 24 hours to check for any allergic reaction. Herbs and essential oils can be powerful irritants. The evidence for this specific mixture is not proven, while some ingredients have science behind them. This extract formulation has not been tested in clinical trials. Consult your doctor before trying this, especially if you are pregnant, nursing, on medication, or having any health conditions. Natural does not always mean safe for everyone. To use, apply a small amount to your fingertips and massage into your scalp for a few minutes, ideally in the evening. You don't need to rinse your hair. Consistency is key, so aim for daily or every other day use. So, is this dye serum a miracle cure? Absolutely not. The proven champions for hair loss are still FDA-approved treatments like MINOXIDIL and finasteride. But for those interested in natural supplemental approach, this project is fascinating deep dive into the science of botanicals. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more science-backed health experiments. Let me know in the comments, would you try making this? Thanks for watching.